Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Janastaniyatam bhutanamagatim gatim tasmat shubham hi kartavyam panditena ihalaukikam. Tara, you know how uncertain is the fate of all creatures. Here today, gone tomorrow. With a body form which is made up of 5 elements. Here today, gone tomorrow. So it would be wise, therefore, to do what needs to be done to promote one's welfare in this life and then in the afterlife. Your Lord, He under whom numberless apes found a living doing their allotted tasks, has reached journey's end as fate decreed. You should not sorrow over that, because he has attained the worlds which are attainable by the best of kings. Now all the apes and bears now, Tara, look to you as their queen. O blameless one, all the apes and bears are now not anatha, they are sanatha because of you. Because of you. Oh lady, encourage, look at Angada and Sugriva, they are grief-stricken. Encourage these two grief-stricken heroes. Speak to them. Energize them. Let Angada rule the earth under your protection. Whatever duty is prescribed for a son towards his father, whatever activity that needs to be done presently in respect of the dying king, whatever activity is to be done presently in respect to the dying king by the son to the father, let them be done. That is the need of the hour. That is the decree of destiny. Esha kalasya nischaya. Let the funeral rites of the king of apes be done and Angada be placed on the throne. Seeing your son on the throne, your heart shall rest content. Tara replied. A very difficult verse actually to translate. Even the commentators suffered trying. But the verse is this. Angada pratirupanam putranam ekatashatam hatasyapyasya virasya gatra samsleshanam varam. She looks at Hanuman and says, better far to hold this hero in embrace even when he lies killed than to have 100 sons equals of Angada. Then she tells him, I have no power over Angada. I have no power over the kingdom. It is his uncle Sugriva who has all the authority now. Hanuman, you should not have such a view about Angada, that I should safeguard his future. It is the father that is the true friend of a son, not the mother. In a subtle way, she is saying that Sugriva now is in his father's position. He should safeguard his future. As for me, I must remain here in the last resting place of the warrior who died facing the enemy. Vali was not yet gone, he was breathing. His life was ebbing fast. He looked up at Sugriva and spoke to him, Valmiki says, in a clear voice and affectionately. He told Sugriva, Sugriva, please do not bear a grudge against me for offending you. For what I had done, for what was done was the work of fate, which was the result of overpowering delusion against which there is no resisting. I can only think, Sugriva, that it was not given to us for both of us to enjoy the kingdom together or for to live together with mutual love. It was not given to us. Sugriva, I shall go this very day to the abode of death, and you must take over the rulership of the apes at once, now. I am dying now. And now you should do without fail. You must do what I am going to ask you, however much you may find it repulsive. Sugriva, look at Angada, who has thrown himself on the ground, his face full of tears. Sugriva, you know, Angada has been brought up in a lap of luxury and he deserves to be happy. Angada is still a child, Sugriva. But Sugriva, Angada is no fool. You should treat this son of mine dearer to me than my own life. You must treat this son of mine as your own son. And you must safeguard his interests in all respects. You should be his benefactor, his protector, and his refuge in the hour of peril, just as I would have been. This son of Tara, who has all the best of qualities, Sugriva, he is your equal. He is your equal, and in leading the attack against the Rakshasas, which you will have to, he will be in the forefront even in advance of you. Sushen duhita cheyam artha sukshma vinishchaye outpatike cha vividhe sarvatah parinisthita. And then he points to Tara. He says, this daughter of Sushena, Tara, has unerring judgment in dealing with subtle and complex questions of polity and unerring judgment as to how to deal with sudden and unexpected dangers. Whatever she advises is the proper thing to do. Whatever she advises as the proper thing to do should be done without the least hesitation. Never has Tara's judgment gone wrong. The commentators here and there, they said, who is Sushena? Sushena, that she is Tara as Sushena's daughter comes. Sushena is an ape who comes later in the battle also, fighting on Rama's side. But there is some other story also about Sushena. Tara is said to be somebody who came out when the ocean of milk was churned. She also was one who came out. Vali was also churning, apparently. So was Sushena. Both of them went to her. She was such a beautiful Vanra who came out. Sushena caught her left hand, Vali caught her right hand. People said left hand means your father, right hand your husband. So it was divided. Like that. So Vali continues. He said, Tara's judgment, you must just follow it without questioning. She has never been wrong. Sugriva, you have to do Rama's work. You should do Rama's work without the slightest doubt or hesitation. Not to do that would be adharma. And he might, if slighted, punish you. Imam Chamalamadatsva Devyam Sugriva Kanchani Mudara Shri Sthita Yasyam Sampradhyan Brite Mai. Then he takes off his golden locket which has been given to him by Indra. Takes it out and says, take and wear this celestial garland of gold, Sugriva. When I die, it might lose its plenary value. The goddess of triumph, of victory, will leave it upon my death. The dosham of touching a dead body. So he takes it out, you wear it. There are some side stories about that, about that golden locket. Indra had given it, that he will be invincible, he cannot be defeated in battle when he is wearing that. And I rather suspect he cannot die either. He has to take it off for death. He gives it to Sugriva. Ityeva muktas Sugrivo valina bhratru saurudadharsham tyaktva punardhino grahagrasta evorurat. When Vali said this with brotherly affection, Sugriva didn't feel any happiness. He was depressed. He was like a moon that was under eclipse. Having given the garland to Sugriva, Vali was now ready to give up his life. But one last thing, he had to advise his son. So he turned towards his son and he gave him some advice. We'll just see that advice and that will conclude today. Very powerful advice he gives Angada, his son. Deshakalo bhajasvadya kshamamana priya priye sukha dukkha sah kale sugriva vashago bhava. Angada, you must take with equanimity whatever comes, pleasant or unpleasant. You should know what is the right time and the right place for anything that you do. For any action, think through. Is the time right? Is the occasion right? Is the place right? And in all things, Angada, you must be amenable to Sugriva's will. Yatha hitvam mahabaho lalitas satatam maya natatha vartamanam tvam Sugrivo bahumansyate. O Angada, mighty arm, if you were to go on as you used to do when I made much of you, Lalita, when I fondled you and brought, with so much affection, when I was with you, how you used to behave, when I was showering my affection on you, the way you used to conduct yourself, if you should not continue to conduct yourself like that with Sugriva. Sugriva may not like it. Be careful, you must not ally yourself with anyone whom Sugriva does not like or who are his enemies. Masya mitrair gatam gaccher ma shatrubirarindama bharturarthaparo dhantah Sugriva vashago bhava. Bharturarthaparo dhantah Sugriva vashago bhava. The cause of a king has to be served with zeal. You must be self-controlled, Angada, and you should obey Sugriva in all things. Nachati pranayah karyah kartavyo apranayashchate ubhayam mahan dosha tasmad antara drigbhava. Nachati pranayah karyah. Do not cultivate excessive attachment to anyone. Ati pranayah karyah na. Never do something out of excessive love or attachment. Nothing should be done. न चाति प्रणयः कार्यः कर्तव्यो अप्रणयच्यते. Nor should you show yourself lacking in affection. Both would be grave faults. Ubhayo hi mahan dosha. So what should you do? Stick to the golden mean. Antaradrigbhava. The middle path. Tasmad Antaradrigbhava is the last words that Vali speaks to his son. And Valmiki says, Ityuktvat vivrittaksha sharasampidito brisham vivritair dashanair bhimair babhuvotkranta jivitah. Ityuktva, having spoken thus, vivrittaksha, his eyes rolling wildly. Some translations say his eyes popping out. Sharasampidito brisham, suffering excruciating pain from the arrow wound. Vivritai dashanair bhimai babhuvot kranta jivitah. His formidable teeth bared, his eyes rolling wild, suffering excruciating pain from the arrow wound. He fell dead. We will conclude there today.